picture did you guys choose from the Google Slides?
It looks like a mansion.
Looks like a mansion. Okay, so Nick, I want you to tell me, what do you see in this picture? You see a what? Say that a little bit louder.
Graffiti.
Okay, graffiti. Broken piano.
Broken down piano.
Rusty
Boxes and chairs. So it looks broken. Can you kind of maybe make a prediction as to what happened in this?
They probably moved out of the mansion.
Okay.
Door just left all the stuff and some kids
Kind of looks abandoned, like if people died in there. It's like a ghost in there still living.
I like that. So, and then Nick, I like what you said as well about it being abandoned, that maybe some people came in here and they moved out. And what did you say about the kids?
They broke it.
Maybe some kids broke in. What gave that away? The graffiti. So somebody else has been in there. That's called vandalizing. Have you ever heard of that word?
Vandalism.
Vandalism, exactly. So what I want you to do right now for me, Nick, is we're going to trace your hand. Okay? And I'm going to help you out when I trace your hand. And this is going to help you visualize and remember your 5 senses for this picture. And I'm going to write them down for you, but I want you to tell me, what is one of our senses that we have? Smell. It's another sense that we have. Oh, so look or see. So we can look or we can see. What else? Taste. Sound.
Touch.
And touch. Awesome. You just touch this picture right now in order to make your hand. So with these 5 senses, if you keep them by you, and every time you hold up your hand when somebody asks you about your 5 senses, then I want you to think about this paper and reflect on smell and touch and things like that. On your paper, can you tell me what you're doing right now? When you look at number 1, what do you see? A picture of a what? A picture of an eye. And that's for what? Look. So just like you were labeling to me, I want you to tell me everything that you see, and spelling is not going to count. So I see Jacqueline's handwriting right here, but we're going to do like a rally coach. And now I'm going to have Nick go ahead, and so we're going to let Nick have the pencil, and he's going to write down some things that he sees. And I want you to say them out loud. Yes, you already said boxes. Perfect. That's okay. It can be repeated. And spelling does not count. Broken.
I see no paint.
Broken wood. Good. And that's kind of a tricky word to write, but what's on that wall right there that you said? Graffiti. So can you try to just stretch that word and sound that word out? So spell it the best way that you can. Perfect. Perfect. And maybe one more thing that I'm going to have you name. The piano. Good. So go ahead and write down the piano. Remember, stretch that word out. Yep, right next to it. Piano. Okay, so you can brainstorm this one with Jacqueline too. What would you smell when you walked in there?
Dirt. Because
Dust? You both agree on dust? You can give her a chance? Thank you. It's awesome rally coach. What else? Let's let Nick think of one right now.
spray paint.
Well, broken what? So if you're thinking about how it would smell in there, does it look like anyone's lived in there for a long time? Yeah, so maybe some trash is lying around. I think I see some trash back there too. So go ahead and write trash down. Spelling does not count. Nope, spelling does not count. You want to give one more thing?
It smells like something.
It's okay. We can even give Jacqueline a turn to use her brain. Do you think about that one? Maybe the wet paint, if it just happened. That was good, Jacqueline. Let's do, I think that's good. Let's go down to taste.
Probably so.
Think you would taste anything in there?
The dust particles flying around.
Ooh, tell Nick that one.
The dust particles flying in there because it's all dusty.
You think so? You've never been in a really dusty room before? You kind of like got a mouthful of dust? No? That can happen to people. So the dust. And this one's kind of harder. So I think that if you're ever having trouble thinking of one, a strategy that you can use is don't spend too much time on it, right? Bounce to another, like sound, and talk about the things that you would hear. And then once you're all done, you can go back to the ones that are a little bit harder. So let's skip down to sound. And Nick, I want you to tell me what you think you would hear in there.
Taste.
What kind of noises? Some banging. Maybe if you walk by and hear people banging around in there. Go ahead and write that one down. That's good. Okay. Now while she's writing, I want you to be thinking about the next one that you would write down.
The crunching of the wood whenever you step.
Ooh, the crunching of walking over all that stuff in there. It would crunch under your feet.
Tastes like
Doors. What about the doors? Doors creaking. And that's great vocabulary that you're using. So like I said, spelling doesn't count. So when you write down doors creaking, just spell it the best that you can. Great job.
Thank you, Bobby.
All right, so I'm going to let you two finish this up exactly like we were doing. Rally back and forth and write it down. And spelling doesn't count. Awesome job, Nick. Awesome job, Jacqueline.